You don't deserve a coaching job, for God's sake. They know what you're doing. No one's throwing the ball. And when Quinshaw threw the ball, it almost got intercepted. It's a fucking joke. Every damn day. Every game. Punt return, punt blocked, kick returns. You started the game. They started the game at the 50-yard line. I know owners of sports teams that would have fired these people on the spot yesterday. Enough of this shit. You got to be out of your mind to watch this garbage. The Browns are garbage.
The Cleveland Browns are 3-10, eliminated from playoff contention. Another season circling the drain. And if you're looking for someone to blame, Tony Rizzo has a very clear target in his crosshairs.
Have the worst offense in the league. Your GM screwed this quarterback thing up like I've never seen in my life. I've never seen anything like it. Kids that play Madden could have done a better job.
This isn't just about another losing season in Cleveland. This is about a coaching staff that can't get out of its own way. And most critically, this is about wasting what might be the most promising young quarterback the Browns have had since Baker Mayfield walked into that stadium and made it electric.
Shedeur looked great. I thought he looked great. He gets better every week. It's so obvious that all the kid needs is game reps, let alone practice reps. Let him play the damn games. Can you believe we wasted our time?
Let's set the scene. Saturday's loss to the Dolphins, 29-17. The Browns scored 29 points, which sounds almost respectable until you realize they should have won this game. Shedeur Sanders orchestrated 2 fourth-quarter scoring drives that had the crowd believing again, had them feeling something they haven't felt in Cleveland in years: hope, energy, a quarterback who doesn't just manage the game but takes it over. And what does Kevin Stefanski do? He pulls Sanders at the goal line for a 2-point conversion attempt, takes out the kid who just dragged this moribund offense back from a double-digit deficit, and puts in Quinshaw Judkins for some cute wildcat nonsense that everyone in the stadium, everyone watching at home, and probably everyone in the Dolphins' defensive huddle saw coming from a mile away.
The kid just led you on 2 scoring drives. You're going to take him out at the goal line? I tweeted it.
The internet exploded. Shannon Sharp was furious. Skip Bayless couldn't believe it. Even rapper Sexy Red, yes, you heard that right, took to social media demanding to know why you'd bench Sanders in that moment. 88,000 views on one post alone. The frustration isn't just local anymore. This is national embarrassment territory. But Rizzo's anger goes deeper than one boneheaded play call. This is about pattern. This is about a coaching staff that has made the same mistakes over and over and over again for years and somehow keeps their jobs while the franchise burns around them.
What you're watching is a joke. And these special teams, every damn day, every damn day, every game, punt return, punt blocked, kick returns. You started the game. They started the game at the 50-yard line. Nobody gets fired.
Special teams. The Browns' Achilles heel for how long now? The game against Miami started with the Dolphins returning the opening kickoff to midfield, setting the tone immediately. Then Tennessee, who hadn't scored an opening drive touchdown all season, marched right down and punched it in. Jerome Ford fumbling around laterally on returns, a false start on a punt that led to a shanked kick, another fumble from a returner who'd already coughed it up 3 times the week before, and then, just to complete the circus act, a blocked punt. This isn't bad luck. This is bad coaching. This is a special teams coordinator who should have been fired months ago, and a head coach who refuses to hold anyone accountable.
I can't believe how poorly coached this team is. The mistakes were unbelievable.
That statement right there encapsulates everything wrong with this organization. The mistakes aren't occasional lapses. They're systematic failures that repeat week after week. Poor clock management, predictable play calling, special teams disasters, taking your best players off the field at the most critical moments. These aren't isolated incidents. This is a pattern of poor coaching that has defined the Stefanski era. But here's where it gets really ugly. The Browns front office, the same brilliant minds who thought Dillon Gabriel was a better quarterback prospect than Shedeur Sanders, are now sitting at pick number 4 in the draft. The Raiders need a quarterback at number 1, the Jets need one at number 3, and the Browns, according to the draft experts and team insiders, are supposedly still locked in on taking another quarterback. Jackson Mendoza, the Penn State quarterback who just lost to Ohio State in the Big Ten championship, 13 points against the best defense in the country. Yeah, he showed poise, yeah, he made some plays, but are we really going to draft another quarterback when we have a kid in Sanders who is getting better every single week, who has his teammates believing in him, who has Myles Garrett saying he looks more composed and at ease each game?
I think he did well. I think he looked good. He came up big when we needed him to. And, there's going to be some ups and downs for anyone, especially a rookie. But, he went in there and, he looked composed. He escaped out of some sacks, broke the pocket, made some big-time plays. And just looking for him to continue to grow.
That's not a media talking head. That's not a fan with rose-colored glasses. That's the best defensive player in the NFL endorsing your rookie quarterback. When Myles Garrett is publicly praising Sanders' composure, his playmaking ability, his growth, maybe, just maybe, you have something worth building around. But Stefanski doesn't see it, or he sees it and doesn't care. The play calling remains conservative and predictable. The in-game management is atrocious. The decision to pull Sanders for gimmick plays at crucial moments shows a fundamental lack of feel for the game. This is a 2-time Coach of the Year who has somehow regressed every season since winning those awards. Rizzo isn't pulling punches here. He's calling for a complete organizational house cleaning. Fire Stefanski. Fire the special teams coordinator. Look at Jim Schwartz for the final 4 games. Because what's the alternative? Bringing everyone back for year 6 of the same mistakes? Drafting Mendoza and starting this whole cycle over again? While Sanders, the quarterback with the highest upside they've had in years, sits and watches his development window close. The stats back up Rizzo's frustration. Sanders outplayed Cam Ward, the presumptive number 1 overall pick, in their head-to-head matchup. Ward had every first-team rep since May. Sanders was QB4 in training camp, barely got practice snaps, and still looked like the better quarterback. Sharper accuracy, better touch, more poise under pressure. The throw to David Njoku down the seam? Throw of the year candidate. The deep ball to Elijah Moore? Picture perfect. The sideline dart to Judy? Professional grade.
His throw to Judy was a thing of beauty. His throw down the sidelines to Harold Fannin was right on the fingertips. Insane. The kid's starting to make the Browns. I don't know about the Browns.
Yes, he threw a pick. Yes, his footwork needs refinement. Yes, he has a tendency to pat the ball before throwing. But these are correctable mechanical issues, not fundamental flaws in processing or arm talent. And he's correcting them in real time with minimal practice reps behind one of the worst offensive lines in football. The comparison to Baker Mayfield's rookie season keeps coming up, and it's not unfair. That energy, that fearlessness, the way he galvanizes his teammates and makes plays when the pocket collapses. Cleveland hasn't felt this kind of quarterback play since Baker's magical run, and we all remember what happened there. The organization got cute, brought in analytics darlings, overthought everything, and now Baker's thriving in Tampa while the Browns are shopping for their next franchise savior.
Reminded me of the Bake Show when he had the stadium rocking, right? Did
Yeah.
it not? Baker bringing you back from bringing you back from a fourth quarter, chucking the ball all over the yard, feisty, getting hit, getting right back up. Kid's a field general, man.
Are they really going to make the same mistake twice?
I keep my coveted number 2. I've got a couple extra. Do we have an extra 3 or 4? I don't know. What I'm saying is I would not press the quarterback thing.
Rizzo wants the Browns to use their top picks on offensive tackle and wide receiver. Build around Sanders. Give him protection. Give him weapons. See what you actually have instead of chasing the next shiny object in the draft. Because here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. There's only one elite quarterback prospect in this draft, Mendoza, and he's going top 3. After that, it's a crapshoot. So why would Cleveland, sitting at pick 4, force themselves to reach for a quarterback when they already have one developing nicely on the roster? The ownership group in Cleveland has a choice to make. They can listen to the people who ranked Dillon Gabriel above Shedeur Sanders, the same people who have presided over 3 wins and 10 losses, the same people who can't fix special teams, who pull your hot quarterback for wildcat gimmicks, who make the same tactical errors week after week. Or they can recognize that sometimes the best draft pick is the one you don't make, that sometimes development matters more than draft position, that maybe, just maybe, the QB4 from training camp is actually your franchise guy, and you've been too stubborn or too blind to see it. The clock is ticking. 4 games left in this season from hell. Chicago, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. 4 more opportunities to watch Sanders grow. 4 more chances to evaluate whether this is real or mirage. But if you're listening to Tony Rizzo, if you're watching the tape, if you're hearing Myles Garrett's endorsement, the answer is already clear. Shedeur Sanders can play. He deserves a real chance. Not a few weeks at the end of a lost season. Not a competition with recycled veterans or rookie draft picks. A real, legitimate opportunity as the unquestioned starter with an offense built to support him. Kevin Stefanski's job should depend on whether he can see that, whether he can adapt, whether he can stop getting cute and just let his most talented player play. Because right now, he's wasting Sanders. He's wasting this season. And if ownership doesn't step in, he's going to waste next season too. Cleveland deserves better. Shedeur Sanders deserves better. And Tony Rizzo, he's done being polite about it. The Browns are 3-10. The season is over. The only question left is whether anyone in that building has the courage to make the changes necessary to fix it, to clean house like Rizzo is demanding, to stop making the same mistakes over and over again while expecting different results. That's the definition of insanity, and right now that's exactly what the Cleveland Browns are operating under. Insane decision-making, insane play-calling, insane personnel evaluations that had Dillon Gabriel ranked above Shedeur Sanders. The fans are booing, the media is roasting, and Tony Rizzo is leading the charge, demanding accountability from an organization that has gotten way too comfortable with failure. It's time for Cleveland to wake up, because they might already have their franchise quarterback. They just need to stop screwing it up long enough to let him prove it.